Hello once again, my fellow Jmarians. It's me, your host, the SSG President, Gian Langino, now with gray hair. I just dyed it yesterday, so yeah. Another week, another episode of the Jmarian Talk 21, a talk show led by the Supreme Student Government. In today's episode, we'll be doing something a little bit different. Today, we'll be sharing our, drum roll please, campus stories. And guess what? You guys can share yours too. Like I said last week, we'll be entertaining our comment section now. So I guess prepare your stories for later. There will be still 6 questions, 5 being the small talk and 1 being the big talk. Don't worry, the questions are still connected to today's topic, which is campus stories. After the small talk, we're actually going to have twice the entertainment, and we'll have a total of 2 intermission numbers by our campus singers. Then we'll talk to you guys. After our Chika Chika, we're going to jump on to our big talk for today. And once again, the big talk is this major question we answer in every episode. So, yeah. Wait, I totally forgot. We actually have 2 more surprises prepared for you guys. We will have 2 guests, which I think are popular among you all. So, yeah, let me just introduce my comrades for today, starting with the ever so energetic grade 9 representative, Frenzy Lau.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. I was not in the last episode because of personal reasons. Now I'm back and I can't wait to talk to you guys again. And now we have our live comments. So can't wait. Hope you stay tuned until the end of this live.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to give a shout out to anyone?
Oh, I'm gonna wanna give a shout out to my classmates, Levi's, Vercadas, Sila Shoni, Nina, and everyone pa Dalagyani.
Okay.
Hope you guys
Thank you, Frenzy.
stay.
Okay, next up, let's call on our clever auditor, Tristan Vicente.
Hi, everybody. I'm very glad to be back in this 5th episode. Thank you for all of the support that you have given throughout the past episodes. And thank you. It's such a blast to have another platform to share everything that we've learned and we've experienced in JMC. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Miyaka, Axel, and Kim. Also, Kate. BKY, let's go.
Oh, very specific. Okay, so thanks, Tristan. Now, let's call on our dancerous Senator, Jovan Canindo.
Hello, Jmarians, and once again, my name is Jovan Saxistin Canindo, your current senator.
Okay, so now let's call on, oh, I forgot, our Vice President, my right hand, Terdino Dil. Hi there.
Hello, Jmarian. Hello, Gian. Hello, everyone. I am Third Rudy, and shout out to my friends, especially Kennedy Oceano and many more. I am glad to be here also, so thank you.
Okay, so now let's call on another senator, the very serious Charo Mendoza.
Hello guys, hello Gian, and hello to all the viewers watching this. I hope that you will like this another episode of the Jmarian Talk 21.
Do you want to give a shout out to anyone?
Of course, so shout out to all my friends and to all my classmates in grade 10 Einstein.
Yes, okay. So someone new will be joining us for today. Okay, let me just call on the ever so beautiful Razi Comandante, our PIO.
Hi guys! Hi Gian! Once again, I am Jana Razi Comandante, your current SSG PIO. I am so glad to be able to join today since I didn't have the chance to join last time because I was so busy. So yeah, that's
Do you
all.
want to give a shout out to anyone?
Shout out to my friend, bestie, Patricia Dallas. I hope you're watching this.
Okay. So yeah, before I forget, let me introduce to you all this episode's two special guests, starting with one of our campus singers, Angelique Canada.
Hello, everyone, and hello to all that is watching this live episode of Jmarian Talk 21. We hope you enjoy.
Do you want to give a shout out to anyone specific or a group of people?
Um, Shout out to all my friends and family, and to all my classmates, batchmates, and yeah.
Okay. So now, last but not the least, the ever so confident Axel Madel. Hi, Axel.
Hello, it's an honor to be here, and I want to thank everyone for giving me the chance of appearing in this episode. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my friends Jana, Karen, and Charlie. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, do you two know what's gonna happen here or not? Are you too familiar with the show?
Briefly, though.
Okay, so basically, we're gonna answer six questions. Five are the small talk segment, which will basically be like chica chica and stuff. We'll be answering five questions, and we'll have conversations about your answer and stuff. And the last question will be the big talk or this major question for today's episode. Okay, so I guess let's hop on the small talk segment. Okay, so for the first question, we have share one embarrassing story that happened on campus. I'm excited about this one. Okay, I think Jovan has one. Jovan?
Okay. Honestly, I have a lot of embarrassing story, but I have this one story that I only remember because I forgot the other. So, it's been a year. So this happened when we have a practice of prom. So it was break time. So my friend Jaden want to come to her sister and ano, and her sister was at the park. So we all know that the building has a letter C shape. So her sister was at the park at the edge. So me and Gian want to come with him. So take a walk. So we thought that if we're gonna take the ano main entrance, so it's gonna be too far and it was so hot. So we decided to go to the other entrance, which is the senior high school part, and we all know that students are not allowed there to entrance and go exit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember that clearly.
yes, we're our plan is we're gonna go through the fire exit. So
Yeah.
there's a guard there. So um, I forgot. Wait.
Wait,
So
when we actually arrived at the park, turns out the guard actually followed us there and wanted
yes,
our wanted to get our IDs. But
yes, but
luckily, me and Jaden had didn't have any identification
I was
on.
the only
Only
one.
Jovan had one, so Jovan actually got his ID taken.
Oh, yes, the
So
guard
yeah,
said he's gonna take it to the POD, and I must be the one who's gonna ano puntahan doon para kunin. So it was so embarrassing. So na I was in trouble. So there's so many students there too. Yeah, that's all.
yeah. Okay, thank you for that story, Jovan. Okay, so I think Tristan has an embarrassing story for us.
Yes, actually, there's a lot. I mean, like, because JMC has a very big campus, and
Yeah.
we can get lost like anywhere. So, we were like after class. Of course, you're always with your friends, or like sometimes like you go out on your own. I was on my own, so the story goes like I was going downstairs, like from I. So the high school department is in third floor. Then you need to go down, of course, to go down. So third floor, so there's like four staircase. Then like one of the most embarrassing was at that time, like a lot of students are going down. So like I was also in a hurry. Then the fact that I fell off the stairs like two times was one of the most embarrassing with a lot of students like in the stairs. Because like you can't really know some, like you don't know your steps when there's a lot of students around, because like
Yeah.
sometimes you're so, because I myself, I am social conscious, so like I don't want to look at people I don't want to go for. But the fact that I got all the attention because of me falling from the stairs was like, oh, it's a traumatized, like that, like it
Yeah.
hurts your pride so much, like
Yeah, because
oh
all eyes are on you
yeah, all eyes
and you
are
can't
on
really do
you.
it. Usually when I'm in that situation, I would just like pray that the earth would swallow me so that so that no one will have their eyes on me now. So
It's
yeah,
like you
that's
want
really
to run,
embarrassing.
but you don't want, because you don't want a lot more of people to look at you. Because
Yeah.
like one, there when
You
there's
don't
motion,
want to
like
attract
yeah,
more attention.
yes.
So, yeah. That's okay. So yeah, thanks for that story, Tristan. Actually, one of the most embarrassing stories I have is back in grade school. Diba, we have like the classrooms are all like near to each other, and then on the first day or like first week, we actually entered the wrong classroom. So I think each year in grade school, every like first week, I actually go to the wrong classroom and sit there and like realize that these are not my classmates. Wait, and then just go out of the classroom. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. Okay, so yeah, thanks for the stories. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so what was your go-to canteen snack or meal? Okay, I think Razi has an answer for this question.
So everybody loves this drink. It is Yakult. I just love Yakult so much. You don't understand how much I love
Why?
Yakult.
Why? Why?
It just makes me happy. It's my happy pill. It makes my heart full. Yeah.
Okay. How many would you think that you buy on a daily basis, non? Like sa face-to-face class, how many do you think you buy on a daily basis?
I actually bought like one pack all for myself lang. And I don't want to share it to anybody kasi wala, I bought it for myself. So, yeah, probably mga 5 to 7 pieces every day.
But doesn't that like cause stomach problems or what?
No, no, no.
Okay, you're built different. Okay, so next let's have Frenzy. What's your go-to canteen snack or meal?
Well, there's a lot of diba, food in our canteen, and then I think it changes man like every day. But there's this one, is it called pizza roll? Pizza roll.
Yeah.
And then I'm really addicted to spicy food. Like I really love it. I put, di ba, my chili powder man dun sa counter sa canteen. I put chili powder in everything. Carbonara, spaghetti, pakbet, anything that I eat, I put chili powder. And then there was this one time where like I ate a pizza roll good. And then di ba may kasali siyang like ketchup. So what I
Yeah.
did, there was no hot sauce available. So what I did was I added the ketchup and then I added the chili powder like two I think two teaspoon. And then hindi ko siya naayos ng shake. So all of the chili powder stuck at the top of the pizza roll. So when I took a bite, it spread all over my lips. So nothing happened was my lips was I think it got to the
Swallowing.
point where it's swollen na, like it's so red.
Yeah.
And then it's big na talaga ba. So I got so embarrassed, and then what I did was I went to the clinic and bought a mask because it was so swollen. Like it looked like I was bitten by a bee. So after that, I made sure that I will shake first the chili powder, massage the chili powder all over the pizza roll because it was hard. It stinks. It
Never again.
stings.
Lesson
Never
learned.
again.
Lesson
Never
learned.
again.
Lesson
Yes,
learned.
lesson.
Oh wait, I totally forgot the two guests over here. Wait, can I ask you guys? I forgot to ask you if you have embarrassing stories. Angelique, Axel, do you have like embarrassing stories to share to us?
Oh, I think I'll go first. So
Okay.
one of the most embarrassing thing that happened sa campus was, you know, when we had the elevator na sa first floor, and then it was around 8 a.m. na, so malabang late na kami. And
Yeah.
then there were a lot of us, especially senior high school students. And then I we lined up, diba, because we have to line up, and then there were a lot of us. So when it opened, ano, they ran na ba? They ran inside the
Yeah.
elevator. And then when it was my time to go inside, it was full. And then I was standing there, I was looking like I was just doing that, and then it was 8 a.m. na ba. So I was so embarrassed kasi they were looking at me and some were even
And you didn't
laughing.
do anything.
I
Yeah.
just stand there because I thought they will move pa ba. So wala na, I just ran up na lang. So that's one of the embarrassing.
Okay. That's kind of embarrassing. Axel, how about you? Do you have like one embarrassing story? Okay, I think Axel has wait. Axel?
I think this was when after the flag ceremony.
Yeah.
Then hello, hello,
I we can hear you. We can hear you.
hello. This one time, it was after this one time after the flag ceremony. We went up, right? Then there were a lot of people, especially this was last year in grade 8. Then when we were going up, then we were going to the classroom. Then I suddenly tripped, then fell flat on my stomach, and then so yeah, a lot of people were looking at me, and they were like, so yes, there were
Like,
also the senior high. So yeah, I think that's pretty embarrassing.
that's really embarrassing, especially the part where they're like actually senior high students. Yeah. Okay, so thank you. Okay, I think Frenzy has something to add.
Speaking of sa canteen, 'di ba, we girls are uniforman, we have our palda, 'di ba? And then there was this
Yeah.
time na lunch, tapos 'di ba, we practice clay go in GMC. So as we were like fixing our ano na plates, and then 'di ba, our campus is so open, 'di ba? Like it's really open, like
It's
there's
very
windows everywhere.
windy.
Yes, very windy also. So we were holding our tray, so we were holding it like this. And then comes the wind. Tapos nagpanic. We don't know what to do. Tapos one time, tapos di ba sa canteen may upuan, like the yellow thing, the big yellow
Yeah.
thing there. We didn't know what to do, so I just sat down there. Well, my two friends, I won't mention them, their 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 skirt went upwards. Tapos that time kasi like I think it's quite ano naman like there's wala masyadong people good sa canteen. So there's just us. But there was this one like one of our schoolmates at the back of us, tapos like na-open talaga yung skirts namin. So that was embarrassing. And then we panicked. We didn't know what to do because we were holding something and then we can't just like fix our skirt or like touch our skirt because we're gonna drop our things. So that was embarrassing.
Yeah, the wind
Yeah.
is nice, but it isn't nice
Yes,
for girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Addition,
Especially
I oh, okay, go Frenzy,
Okay.
continue.
the hair, like when the wind is like opposite to where you're going, and then your
So
hair
your
just
like your
goes like
hairs go there. Okay.
there you go,
So I
Tad.
think Tristan has a story to
Yeah,
share to us.
addition. Like this was like just this year. I think all of us students agree like sometimes when we like of course we think ourselves like we're off where our mics are on off, then like we sing. Of course we sing cuz like we're bored. So the one time I was singing, of course. I love singing, but not not really not really good at it, but like and like na timing na my mic was on, so that was really embarrassing. Like my classmates would be like, wait Tristan, your mic on, naka on, uy off. So like the feeling of embarrassment really sunk in, like
What was your
oh my
teacher's
god.
reaction? What was
Luckily
your
the
teacher?
teacher was out. So like of course
Oh,
there are like technical and so I was like really relieved that the teacher was out, but the embarrassment that my a lot of classmates knew that I was singing on mic even though it's supposed to be off. So that was really very embarrassing to me.
Do you remember what song you sang?
I don't remember, but I know like I was yabag at that time. Like I made it yabag, which made it worse.
Okay, that's really embarrassing. Okay, thank you for that story, Tristan. Okay, now let's head on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is, where was your favorite place on campus? Okay, so let's have Silex, Juan.
So my favorite place on campus is gonna be the park because it's chill there and I'm inviting my friends there to chit chat. And I love to dance there too because the place is so big. Yeah.
Yeah, the park is spacious. It's really the ideal hangout space for students because like sitting
Uh,
on the grass, it's not actually real grass, so your clothes won't stain with like dirt and stuff. So it's really the ideal hangout place, especially the like tables with the umbrellas and stuff, and then there's like food stalls all over. So it's really, I think it was designed for us. not to be like not to be bagagnaw, but it's really ideal for students. Okay, so how about third? Where was your favorite place on campus?
Just like Silek said, the park because it's very refreshing and the grass is very important to students. Not only the park but also sky gym sometimes because windy days like it's a very windy that you can feel the refreshing of the wind.
Okay. So do you have any stories? What do you normally do on the park? At the park?
Well, resting and sometimes doing crazy things with my friends like with my friends like Kennedy or Prince.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So shout out to Kennedy and Prince, I guess. Okay. So how about Charo? Charo, where was your favorite place on campus?
I agree with Third and Xylex's opinion. I also like the plaza because during my grade school days, we after school, literally after school, we always play dodgeball. And there was this this one moment in our grade school life that before we even went to class, like it was before we even went to homeroom or 750 or something, we actually even played dodgeball. And when we went to class, we were all sweaty. So yeah.
Yeah, I miss dodgeball. Charo, me and Charo actually used to play dodgeball a lot on like face-to-face class grade school times. So yeah. How about Angelique and Axel? Where was your favorite campus place or spot? Can I start with Angelique?
I would say at the Sky Gym because not only is it a big space, but PE actually is my favorite subject. So I love the Sky Gym.
Okay. How about Axel? Where was your favorite place on campus?
Or uh, also Sky Gym, especially before, like when there were no chairs yet, when there were just like the bleachers, then they would have
Yeah.
foam. Yeah, that would be the perfect spot because all the wind would go there. Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, the Sky Gym is actually a really nice place to chill because it's windy, but you sit down, so you don't actually like for girls, for example, there are seats that are really comfortable, so you don't have to like worry about your skirts flying up. So, but the thing is, you can't really chill all the time
Yeah.
at the gym because class and stuff, and then after class there's like practice for varsity players. They can't really chill there often, but
Yeah.
when you do, what?
Also a great thing about the Sky Gym is like because sometimes the park is overcrowded and like you can't
Yeah,
relax too much. So like at the Sky Gym it's very windy. Sometimes it's very like it's not really that noisy. Like there may be some noise, but it's from the park, so it's okay. So it's a very nice place to like therapeutic. Like it has a
yeah.
therapeutic vibe. Like it gives you like the feeling of calmness and other stuff. Like so that really helps.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sky Gym isn't really available that much. But when it is, it's really chill. Okay, so here we have I miss David's Cafe. David's Cafe is actually really a really comfortable place to hang, right? But the thing is,
Yes, I
the
received it.
yeah,
Rice,
but
milk tea.
yeah, the food is very delicious, but we often don't have money to spend. So yeah. Okay, so how
And
about what, Twenty?
I don't know why, but we tend to stay in the fire exits, kuya ba? Like, I
Yes,
don't know if you do this
very.
the same, but like, for example, uwian, and then we're waiting for our classmates to finish, like cleaners. Then we'll just hang out at the fire
Yeah, the
exit.
fire, the entrance to the fire exit, not the fire
Oh, yeah.
exit itself.
Oh, oh, yes, the entrance to the fire exit. And then you just stay there. I don't know why.
Like
It's
lean on the
comfortable.
wall. It's
Yes.
like
And then
it's so comfortable. I don't know why, but
Like you
yeah, it's
jam
good.
there and the echo sounds so
Yeah, the
good.
oh,
echo.
The echoes.
Tristan is very singer, very song, very musical. Okay, so I guess let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is, what was one of your most memorable camporee experiences? Okay, so let's start with Razi. Razwa, I think she has a story prepared for us.
Okay, so I can remember this experience up until this very day. So as I was showering or taking a bath in one of the restrooms in Tamayong, I was I was putting like a lot of soap and then shampoo, and then they suddenly turned off the water. So I have no choice but to buy bottled water sa store na nandun. So I use it para matanggal yung excess soap sa body ko. So I ended up riding the bus home with still shampoo in my hair. I look so musty. My hair is so frizzy. It's so like dry and all that. So yeah.
Wait, but isn't the bus home like air conditioned?
Yeah,
So
and it made my hair so frizzy. Then the smell of the bus is so bad. Yeah.
yeah, because not most not like not all students had the opportunity to take a bath before we left
Yeah,
the
true.
campsite, but I was one of the lucky ones to have taken a bath before we left. So yeah. Raz,
Me
did you
too.
take okay, when you got home, did you like I think you immediately like took a bath or something.
Uh, to be honest, I didn't take a bath because I was so exhausted. I was so sleepy. So no, I didn't take a
Yeah,
bath.
that's reasonable because that's understandable because it was really tiring. I don't know if it was the campery itself or the bus ride home because I really couldn't stand the smell of the bus, not gonna lie. Because like I said, not all students had the opportunity or had the chance to take a bath before we left. So yeah. Okay, so I think third has a story for us. Third?
Remember the swimming pool like the last day like, in the second day of campery.
Yeah.
Remember it, right?
Yeah, like the very deep swimming
Where
pool.
we were swimming but having fun. But speaking of swimming, I just realized that I can swim, so me and my friends got drowned, and we are calling for help that someone will get us. And literally I got traumatized of it.
I think
But
most
me and my
students
friends,
have the same experience of almost drowning
it,
in
because
the
the pool is
pool.
so very deep that you can even reach it.
Yeah, I think it's like 10, 20 feet. I don't know, but yeah,
20 feet.
I really? No, I was actually one of the like students who almost drowned. I think Razi was with me.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
in
was
there.
with
Yeah,
you
we
that
we
time.
drowned together. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
friendship
a lot.
goals.
Lesson learned:
A lot.
never swimming when it's very deep or you
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
to swim.
Because like all of the students, you couldn't like sit on the corners or like the sides of the pool because like the sides were crowded
It's
because
very
students didn't
populated.
want, yeah, didn't want to go like on the middle part of the pool. Actually, me and Razi actually drowned because we thought we not it's not actually me and Razi only with like more friends, but we thought we could go to the middle of the pool since 'di ba may rope na gilagay dun. Pagkuha
Yes.
namin sa rope, luag siya, like it was loose. So we didn't have anything to grab onto. We thought it was like it was secured, but then when we grab it, it was loose. So that was the main reason why we all almost drowned. And then we really don't recollect any memory of surviving that. Like we forgot how we survived from that experience, but at least we're alive right now. So yeah. Okay, how about Angelique? Do you have like most memorable experience from company?
Aside from the Tamayong Campery, I think the one in Indangan really
Yeah,
also made a lot of memories. There was this time it was night kasi, and then 'di ba we were at the tent sa labas
yeah.
ng main na building, and then we were sleeping, and then it rained ba. So
Oh,
the inside of our tent, we suddenly woke up kasi medyo basa na yung we got wet na ba, and then everyone was running, and then I think that really um still it would still be the most memorable campery aside from the Tamayong.
yeah. Charo, weren't we in the same tent
Yeah, in
in
the
like
Indangan
Bintangan?
Campery.
Funny story actually. When our when there was a teacher in our tent that was supposed to sleep there. It was Sir Boo, and then Sir Boo was assigned to secure the food. Like I think it was tuna, like canned tuna.
Yeah,
Tapos nilagay sa
canned
tent
tuna with
namin.
eggs.
Yeah, canned tuna with eggs. So nilagay sa tent namin. Tapos nag-chill kami dun sa tent. Then it started raining. Tapos yung we were panicking because we don't know what to do with the food there. So nagbayanihan kami. Sir Bu, ako, si Charo, then si David, nagbayanihan kami sa malaki masyado siya na like parang kaldero ng tuna. Tapos pumunta kami doon sa sa yeah, the mission was to protect the food, and we did that successfully. So yeah.
Partially
Okay,
successfully. Because
yeah,
do you remember when the handle was like nahulog? Tapos
yeah.
mainit masyado ako yung
Yeah, we had
ano.
to we had to hold it from the bottom, and then the bottom was still hot from cooking, so we had to endure the pain because the mission is to protect the food. The food is the most important thing right now. Don't think about your hands. Okay, so how about Axel? Do you have any memorable story from campery?
For me, I think it would be watching people do the challenge valley, especially the teachers, because it would be very funny and it'd be very entertaining.
Yeah, you can't. It's surprising to see teachers do that because you don't really get to imagine them. I really didn't imagine, like, especially Sir Barimbao. I didn't imagine that he would actually do the challenge volley, and it was so amazing when we saw him do it. Like I think all eyes were on him. Like a lot of students were there to see him do the challenge volley. So yeah, I think I kind of agree with what Axel says. Like one of the most memorable memories is watching teachers or watching other students do the challenge volley. Okay, so so here's the last question for the small talk segment. So if you were on campus right now, like 2:34 p.m., where would you think you'd be? Okay, so let's ask Tristan.
So I mean, I still remember the schedule. So two is like 2:20 to 2:40 is recess. So it's either I'd be in the canteen or I'd be sitting with my classmates, with my barkada in the classroom. So it's either both of those two. It's either because like in the afternoon recess, like some of us people don't have enough money to go out now, so
Yeah.
we'd rather stay in the ano. But unless if it's like libre, then of course let's go to the canteen because libre is better always. So like I don't know, like in the is the 2:35, so it will be like 5 minutes before the last subject na. Then the last subject is like homeroom na. So we'd rather be like cleaning na or like something. So it's just chit chatting with like the memories that we had in the day itself or like the past memories or like yung parang dun mo na tapusin lahat ng subjects na need mo ba like ipasa like yung mga seat works like that's the time that's the perfect time homeroom time or like recess in the afternoon is the perfect time to finish all the activities in that specific date.
Exactly. Okay. Tristan, where do you normally I wanted to ask this earlier but I forgot, but which one is better? Second floor canteen or third floor canteen?
I mean, as a student of JMC for like 9 years already, like the second floor canteen already bought a lot of good food. Like the fried rice was one of their best food before, but like ever since grade one, like the fried rice was well, like a staple in like second floor canteen. But like I know, like when in I don't know, like in grade eight, like they changed the I know, like they changed the recipe of the
Recipe?
fried rice so it didn't really like match the flavors that I liked before so like I tend to go na to the to go to the third floor because it's easier to access naman then so third floor na lang then also in I think it was grade 6 when it started going third floor because the McDo was already there like
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
access to McDo na so like every afternoon paunahan papunta third floor kay madali lang
Like,
maubos yung McDo. Then like banggaan na dito wala din pake kung kinsa so like I would rather be eating ano na like McDo than the food that I used to but both are great but I think ano like for me the access of food is really wanted I really like the access that I have to food so I'd rather choose the third floor mainly because like even if it's not recess time I tend to go to the canteen just like buy some candies to eat during class like I think candies is okay naman like at least like it will help me boost my energy throughout the day
yes,
so that's all.
exactly. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Like I am too like a loyal Jmarian since like nursery pa and like kindergarten dito na ako. And I don't know if it's because I'm a sucker for nostalgia, but I really like the food in the second floor. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
cause
but
also the second for food is like hearty meals. So
yeah,
parang
it's hearty.
if
Yeah,
so if you're like matagal na sa school and also the staff like Mom
yeah,
Rose
Mom Rose, Mom Rose.
was so very kind to us like she would give us freebie
She was
before
the
like
best.
before
I know.
I would just buy fried rice but she would give me shawmai for free. So like that was one of the pinpoints that I would really go to second for canteen.
For me, the thing she would get me like for free is like every time I go up to the counter, she would just hand me a bowl of sabaw for free, and that was my lunch like for like every day. I didn't really complain because it was delicious. Everything she makes is delicious. I really miss Mom Rose.
Yeah,
So yeah.
very much.
Okay, Charo, how about you? What I know, where would you think you'd be like at 2:38 p.m. like
If
right now?
today is recess, maybe I'm there with another classroom or another section because I'll just go there to play chess. Yeah, even in recess in this 20-minute time, I can even play chess in face to classes. I don't know why time is so fast in online classes, but in face to face classes, I can even play a game of chess, not just
Yeah,
once
it's
but
so
multiple times.
in face-to-face classes, time is so slow, but in online classes, it's so fast. Like we actually mentioned this, I think, on the past episodes. But yeah, it's faster. It's online classes because like 20 minutes seems like 5 minutes, but like 20 minutes in the face-to-face classes feels like 30 minutes or like an hour. Stuff because you can do so much. Okay. Okay. Oh, it says here, Mom Rose also misses you guys. Oh. Okay. let's have frenzy, friends. Where would you think you'd be right now at 2:39 p.m.?
Oh, so me and Tristan are classmates, man. So I think we'll be together in the classroom or sometimes in the I specifically remember like during these times, di ba tan like Filipino ba, like for second to the last subjects, and then we had this performance where like we need to write a song. And then we'd
Yeah,
play a band. And then so those weeks, like those times, our classmates would bring their instruments in the classroom. And then during recess times, we would like just jam songs even though we don't know the lyrics, just sing songs and that. And yes, I think that's what we'll be doing today if
yeah.
it was in that specific month. But if it was just like a normal month without those Filipino, I think I'd be with my with Shawnee. I'm Shawnee when Shawnee joins the talk show. Yes, there's a Shawnee, my classmates. I think we would be in the canteen, stay there for a while, and then go back to the classroom.
Yeah, addition to frenzy, like sometimes we get complaints from the POD because like our
Diba
like
like
Beside,
yeah,
your
it's
classroom
we're
is like actually
beside la.
beside the
Yeah, we're
POD?
beside the POD, so, and like we're always jamming. So like every free time, even sometimes in like subject times we jam like music. So sometimes like a person from POD goes to goes to our section that says, "Uy, noisy kayo mo, saba kayo mo, i-lower down lower down the voice of like the stuff that we tend to like parang sad na kami, sad, like we're going to act sad, but pag wala na si mama, then
ulit na,
jam na naman ulit."
doesn't
So like
matter which
yeah.
instrument ba, basta may
So
instrument.
it's very happy like in a subject also, and also like the free time that we have, like we tend to parang get the most out of it, and we tend to be really happy that times also.
Yes, it was fun.
Oh, I also miss jamming with like your classmates. So yeah. Okay, so how about Angelique? You have like, you know, where would you think
Um,
you'd be right now?
Probably nasa teacher's hallway. Yeah. Kasi yung our classroom, it's four seasons ang weather ba. Paminsan malamig, paminsan mainit. So,
You're like the section that
yeah.
affects so much with the aircon.
Yes, like since grade 7 up to grade 8, our classroom, we always get the classroom that has a broken aircon ba. So maybe we're at the teacher's hallway chilling. Yeah.
The teacher's hallway is like really nice because the view and like the vibes, the wind. The wind is not really powerful enough to like let skirts fly away, but it's really like the wind is cool. So you actually get refreshed when you stay there. But the thing is, you can't stay there because as in it's the teacher's hallway. Okay, so how about Axel? Axel, where would you think you'd find yourself right now? Like 2:43 p.m.
I think sorry. I think I'd be in the classroom also since I'm also classmates with Frenzy and Tristan. So yeah, I'd either be jamming with them or I'd be hugging the air conditioner on myself. And I'll put my face next to the air conditioner. My classmates get mad at me because I'm hugging all the air from the air conditioner for myself.
Okay. So yeah, not gonna lie, I think most students agree with me that the afternoon recess is like the chill time because most students really spend their money on lunch, so you can't really go out for recess. If you go out for recess, it's either for like chilling in the canteen or like strolling around the hallway or
Or
strolling
palibre.
around the canteen. Yeah, you can like palibre to
It's
your other
also
classmates.
either the time like when you don't have money, you're going to ask for your classmates, hatag 5 hatag
Yeah,
5
yeah, yeah.
because like
Call
there's one specific classmate named Axel here in the live right now
Bookingan.
who tends to do that during recess or lunch. And of course it's okay naman when you have like I mean when you have like
Hey, that
extra
wasn't
money.
me. That
And
wasn't me. That
liar.
wasn't me.
It's always good to give also, but of course, there's always limitations, so that's very fun also.
Axel, your classmates are exposing you here. Miyaka said that you'd be in the Sky Gym right now.
Exposing 101.
Exposing this Axel. This is your classmates really said let's expose Axel today. They woke up and chose violence. Okay. So yeah, I think that's about the last question for the small talk segment. Actually, Axel and Angelic are gonna answer the big talk question in advance. So are you two ready?
Maybe.
Okay, so here's the big talk question for today. After indulging in throwback memories, how are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering? This question is really deep. Oh my god, go. Okay, let's start with Angelique.
For me, especially during um, hard times or memories that aren't really good, I make sure that I always take the lesson of that situation and not just look at the bad side of why it is happening. Instead, I take it in a positive way that this happened for a reason, and by doing that, the memory becomes a good memory rather than a bad memory. So I think that's how I encourage myself to remember the memories. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a nice way. How about you, Axel? How are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering?
As for me, I think I would agree with Angelique there. I would also I also think that everything happens for a reason. So yeah, for example, something bad happens, and it's now in the past, so I just laugh it off. Uh, uh, like bad memories now, when you remember it, then when you, when you remember it, it's like what do you call it? Like just laugh at it ba? Yung parang
Yeah, instead of like sulking
nangyari
over
yan,
it,
ganyan. Tapos you laugh
instead
at
of
it with your
ruining
friends, like
your
me and Tristan. Mm,
instead of
mm,
ruining your day over remembering it, you need to like look on the bright side and like learn from that situation or learn from that negative memory, right?
Yeah, like what they say, don't dwell on the past na lang, ganun.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You need to like look forward and like focus on the future because the future is is what matters. Your past isn't what makes you. Your future is what makes you. I don't really know what I'm saying, but I hope it makes sense. So yeah, okay. So thank you guys so much for being on the show. We hope to seeing you again soon. Thank you, Axel. Thank you, Angelique, for being a guest, a special guest on the show. We'd love to have you guys again here someday. But yeah, so ingat always, guys. Bye, guys. Okay, so
Bye.
I think
Thank
Angelique will
you.
be saying right
okay.
now.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
But
Axel.
but now we'll have the two special intermission numbers for today. Now, Frenzy, if you please.
Okay, so hello everyone, I'm back. I've been after a long week. You guys must be exhausted, so we have a treat for you. For today's episode, we won't be having one but two intermission numbers. So sit back and relax. Let our ears be blessed and our hearts touched by the voices of our campus singers. Without further ado, Jmarians, let me introduce our performers for today. Miss Angelique Canada singing the song My Heart Sings for You by Stephanie Ibarra, and Mr. Jillian Tejada will be singing the song Who I Am by Casting Crowns. Hello, Lick.
Hi, friends.
Hello, ay Kuya Jillian. So I
Hello.
have
Hello,
here
everybody.
a
Hello, viewers.
Hello. So I have here a question for both of you. So first for Kuya Jillian. Kuya, what was your inspiration while singing the song? Or to whom would you dedicate your song to?
Um, to me, the song, I mean, who who inspired me to sing? The one that inspired me to do the singing is my mother. I mean, when I was little, I was like, I didn't know that I can sing. Like I was really small at that time, and yeah, I have like I am so shy at singing. But when my mother actually t- t- taught me how to sing, I was like, oh, I have this talent. That yeah, I just don't know that I have this talent. So yeah, so that's all.
For you, Angelique, what was your like what inspired you to sing?
Well, I started singing at a very young age, not knowing na I really had a voice. The very person that inspired me to sing was one of my ates, well, not really by blood, but Ate Dayan Hortaleza. She pushed me to use my voice, especially for singing for God, and it really made me cry the first time I sang when she was watching, because I can't believe that I've gone that far. I mean, I'm not an expert at singing, but it just feels so good um, to sing your heart out.
Songs really brings out the best out of us. So I think everyone can't wait to hear na the songs they're prepared or the performance they're prepared. So without further ado, let me introduce again Miss Angelique Canada singing the song My Heart Sings for You by Stephanie Ibarra, and Mr. Jillian Tejada will be singing the song Who I Am by Casting Crowns.
I've been living in this lonely world, laughing in gloom, till I found grace in your sight. You took me out from darkness and brought me to your light. My heart sings for you in all that you do. You saw me and saved me and made me brand new. I can never imagine the love you have given. Father, this life I owe to you. Oh, what a new world and life I've found since I met your son. I don't worry about what tomorrow will bring, for I have a son. He gave me everything. My heart sings for you in all that you do. You saw me and saved me and made me brand new. I could never imagine the love you have given. Father, this life I owe
that the Lord of all the earth would care to know my name, would care to feel my heart. Who am I that the bright and morning star would choose to light the way for my ever wandering heart? Not because of who I am, but because of what you've done. Not because of what I've done, but because of who you are. I am a flower quickly fading, here today and gone tomorrow. A wave tossed in the ocean, a vapor in the wind. Still you hear me when I'm calling. Lord, you catch me when I'm falling, and you told me who I am. I am yours, I am yours. Who am I that the eyes that see my sin would look on me with love, watch me rise again? Who am I that the voice that calmed the sea would call out through the rain and calm the storm in me? Not because of who I am, but because of what you've done. Not because of what I've done, but because of who you are. I am a flower quickly fading, here today and gone tomorrow. A wave tossed in the ocean, a vapor in the wind. Still you hear me when I'm calling, you catch me when I'm falling, and you told me who I am. I am yours. Not because of who I am, but because of what you've done. Not because of what I've done, but because of who you are. I am a flower quickly fading, here today and gone tomorrow. A wave tossed in the ocean, a vapor in the wind. Still you hear me when I'm calling. Lord, you catch me when I'm falling, and you told me who I am. I'm yours. I am yours. I am yours. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? 'Cause I am yours. I'm yours.
Wow, was indeed a very beautiful performance from our campus singers. So baka may gusto kayong i-shout out, guys.
Sige, ako lang una. I would like to greet all of my friends and my classmates, to everyone that are watching this live stream. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and yeah, thank you.
How about you, Kuya Jillian? Do you want like make shout out ka or greet someone?
All right, so I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of the people who supported me, especially my family, friends, classmates, teachers, and everyone. So shout out to all of the viewers right now, especially the Jmarians who are watching this live stream right now. So I hope you like my singing because well I don't know if that is good, but yeah, I hope you like the song that I have sung. So that's all, and thank you.
Thank you also for coming, our performers. So now, Kuya Gian, take it away.
Let's give them a round of applause first. That
That
performance
was
was really
amazing.
heartfelt. I really envy those who can sing really well because I
Sana
can't
all.
sing
The
as
high note
well.
though.
Crystal, ano feel?
I can't feel, hindi ako, I envy also, I envy also.
Sad
Gigan best
boy.
singer.
Amazing.
It's very. I just want to sing good, but I don't have the voice for that. So yeah, oh my god. It seems that we're almost out of time, so I guess we're not gonna entertain you guys. We're so sorry, but it seems that we're almost out of time. So let's just go straight to the big talk. Again, we're sorry you guys. We're just going to do that on the next episode. So here's the big talk question for this episode. So after indulging in throwback memories, how are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering? Let's start with Friendly. Friends, what's your answer to this question? Because this question seems really
Uh,
deep. Oh my
do
god.
you
Okay,
ever,
go.
it's really, okay, so have you ever had that, ano kaya, like late at night when you just scan your phone, then you just look at all the pictures you've had through the years, like before the lockdown? So for me, like every night, and not every night, but like sometimes
Some
when
nights,
like
some nights.
some nights or even days, like for example, like through scrolling to Facebook, like diba, Facebook gives like memories, like your
Yeah.
memories, what happened to this day, like that. And then when I start there and then just start scanning to everything, and then for me, I think first is I cherish the people I experience, I'm with that certain memory, like for with my friends. I we can't we don't know what the future holds kasi eh. But if next year you won't be able to contact each other na, like that, but it's nice to have like like to have like, for example, as you scan tapos yung may isip ka na, ala si ano, kumusta na kayo siya ngayon, like that, good. And
Yeah,
also I be
it like when you look at a certain picture, a certain memory pops up in your head, and it feels good to remember it because of the feeling of nostalgia when you remember it.
is it feels good but sad at the same time, but let's focus on the good side. So
Yeah,
like for like I believe in things like I believe in what they say, that things with a certain emotion attached to it lasts longer. Like we can't remember everything that we want to remember. We can't do it. Like for example, we don't know what we did today, the specific day and date last year. So I think those times where I had those memories and where I I cherish those memories with the people. Also I cherish also the people I help I am with that in a certain memory. And I think pictures really help, pictures or like videos really help,
yeah.
really
Yeah,
help in like
it's a simple picture, but there's so much behind it.
Yes, yes.
that you can really indulge in that moment. It's like they say that a picture is basically a moment frozen in time.
It's like our
So
time machine, but
yeah, it's a time machine, but you can only look at it. But
yes.
either way, it's still I know it's still I think it's still nice. It's it's still the feeling of nostalgia when you look at it. It's just a photo, but like I said, there's so much behind it, so much more into it and stuff. So yeah, like photos are one of the like most common um
Mhm.
common ways to preserve memories, to make memories worth remembering and stuff. Like when like when Frenzy said like random nights you scroll on your phone. I when you like times that you run out of like data or like there's no internet, when you're bored you just go to the camera roll and just go straight at the top and just like swipe along the way to
And
like relive your memories.
then you
So yeah.
find videos of your friends taking your phone and then doing stuff with your phone. Like, you know that trend where they knock on your phone's camera?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
it's
hi guys, san ka na, like ganyan.
good. So for me, I'm going to cherish those memories, those each moment by cherishing the friends that I had in those specific moments.
Yeah,
And
because
also,
then you can, I don't know, you can talk about it together. You
mm,
can reminisce about it together.
like what I said, like previous episodes, like the thing that was memorable during this, like during this quarantine was late night talks with friends because
Yeah.
then you can reminisce on all the memories you guys shared. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, thank you for that answer, Frenzy. Let's try Razi. Raz, after indulging in throwback memories, how are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering?
Okay, for me, I think you just have to fully enjoy everything that is happening in your life right now because the good things will just come out eventually, and that's when you realize that it is a moment that is worth remembering. That's all.
And Miss Universe 2021 is try lang. So yeah, basically it was wise words from Razi. Yeah, just go with the flow because the good things or the like the most memorable moments happen naturally. It happens eventually. Don't force it. You just need to wait for it to happen. You don't need to force it because then when you remember back that moment you're like, oh, I actually forced this to happen. You don't really get the sense of nostalgia from it. I mean, you still get the sense of nostalgia, but it's not the same with natural moments that happen in life. So yeah, thank you for that answer, Razi. How about Jovan? Van, what? How are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering?
Um, all the things happens in the past, whether happiness or sadness or any kind of emotion, those are part of life. And just remember that even all things end, the memories remains and will last forever. Those things made me who I am today, so I cherish it by making treating it as treasure for myself because memories are moments that tells my story. That's all.
Yes. Was why are you all so like full of ideas right now? I Oh, okay. So let's have third. How are you going to cherish each moment for it to become worth remembering?
Well, sometimes I check my phone to just like Frenzy to watch the pictures. Like pictures are moments that are frozen, and then all I can say is that don't cry that it is over. Smile that it happened.
Oh, was word. Don't be sad that it's over, but smile as it because it happened. Yeah, wise words from third. Third Rodel for President 2021. Okay, so let's have Tristan. Tan, how do you cherish each moment?
I cherish. I mean, like, kasi a lot of people tend to think too much in their future than the present. So, like, they tend to forget, or they tend to parang relive the moments, or they tend to live the moment actually. Like parang they tend to live in guilt na I wish I did something more in this moment than like before. Like pictures are very good in helping you remember memories, but what's a picture when there's no background story? What's a picture when you live with guilt now what you didn't do that much in like in that picture? Parang it saddens you na I didn't really did that much. I didn't really live the way I wanted to
I
live because
didn't really enjoy
yeah,
that moment.
because I
Yeah.
was too much focused on the future or what will happen, because time won't wait for you eh. 'Cause so like always remember to cherish the days and the moments that you have, because it's very ano, like it's a blessing that we are living, because like not everybody like wakes up, and not everybody like ano like has the chance to live again, has the chance to be with their loved ones, has a chance to parang
To
with their friends, because like
like
some
do
are
what
like
you do in life.
yeah, like cause parang mawalan, cause a lot of people parang they tend to like another day, let's just go, let's just finish this day. We forgot to put sentimental value in every day, kasi parang of course all the problems facing na parang we just want that day to end. Pero parang after you think about it, after all the problems are gone, parang mathink mo, I wish I did something more in this day that made ano like that can help other people or that can help you yourself, because in the end memories are for us to keep, it's not for other people to keep. Like we also want ourselves to be happy. Like we don't want, like for example, posting on social media yang parang we don't want ourselves like we're posting good stuff on social media but we ourselves are like in a sad position. We just want to look good in social media. So that's, I think, like a very important why we need to cherish the moments that we do, because in the end we are the ones affected and not other people, because we are the ones that are making our memories. So that's all.
Sir, may kalaban ka na for candidate for president. Okay, wise words from Tristan.
Is nga daw,
Okay, so yeah, as Tristan said, it's
he will be
better to because it's hard. It's it's really hard to regret in the future, diba? Because you can't do anything about it. Like you regret doing this last year, you can't do anything about it because there's no time machine. You can't do anything about it because regrets are the worst.
Yeah, you
But
don't want to live in guilt. Parang,
yeah,
I wish I did something more.
yeah, you don't want to live in guilt because regrets. I myself have many regrets, so I'm just gonna tell you guys that regrets are the worst. Just fully live at in the moment, fully cherish each memory that passes by because you never know when it's coming back or when the opportunity presents itself once more. You may never know that the opportunity only presents itself once in your life, and you never actually do like you never get it, so you're never gonna get it again. You're never gonna have a chance to do that certain thing again. So yeah, I guess yeah, fully live your life because you will end up regretting everything you haven't done in life. Okay, so yeah, Charo, how about you?
The thing with memories is that it is where our mistakes, failures, and successes are found. So, meaning, if you're still alive and you're still listening to this talk show, it means that you yourself is a living testimony that no matter what troubles or trials you are facing, you can overcome and survive it. So, in order for us to cherish those memories that we have made, we must become better persons of ourselves for the sake of yourself and for the people who have supported you in your path to what you are right now. So, shout out pala sa lahat ng mga sa pamilya ko and to all the friends and that have supported me and to the boys especially that they have made my school life much more enjoyable, to Reb, to Prince, to Dominic, Eman, and friends.
Wala. Di naman masakit,
Charo for
Charo.
president.
Sino ba talaga yung president, ha? Si third, Tristan o si Charo? Okay, so yeah, that was the big talk for this episode. All of our answers, I think all of their answers, I think are really important lessons in life. So I guess I I want you guys to learn a lot of from this episode because this episode has many messages regarding the memories, the regrets, or the certain things you encounter in life. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. For the people who have oh, keep shining out the friendly. Thank you pa, Crystal JM
Thank you.
Colon. Their messages are so like heartwarming. So yeah, thank you guys, especially those to the ones who like been supporting us since the first episode and the ones who have been watching each episode. We're really thankful for your support, guys. It really makes us happy to know that there are people who are supporting us in this talk show. So yeah, thank you guys. See you next episode. This is your president, Gian Paulo Hina, signing off. Bye guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
It is very fun and it's very different from other campings we
we have experienced here in Dayton.
So tell me about this place.
It's cold and unique. Yes, and you can actually like relieve your stress and like forget about the studies for a while.
There's no better way to feast in a camp than to eat in a bulong.
It's more fun in JMC.
Hashtag better JMC.
Hashtag better JMC.